best boundary ever is surrounding yourself with the people who are living the life you want.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you are now about to witness
the journey that is the Lyfe Choyces podcast.
Yeah! Creating boundaries is so very important, and I've learned that over the past year. Making boundaries and saying no. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. Yes, I'm going to do that. No, I don't want to be around those people and that energy. Yes, I want to have that person around me more often. The boundaries aspect is how we start changing our trajectory as to where we're going to end up going. For those of you in the community that are here because you enjoy seeing people's success stories, the way in which they've been able to change their life through the practices and through creating boundaries, and saying no to certain things and saying yes to the proper things. It's tough to figure out what those boundaries are, because sometimes we're very attached to the people, places, and things that are in our life, and we don't want to let go of them. When we step out of our comfort zone by letting go of the people, places, and things that are no longer adding positivity to us, it's a bit daunting at first, because a lot of people have that FOMO, that fear of missing out. One might think that, oh, if I stop hanging out with these people, or if I stop going to those places, I'll become irrelevant. I won't have fun anymore. What I want to express to you is, for example, in my life, I have said no and I have made boundaries, and I have stopped doing a lot of things that most people who knew me never would have thought I would stop doing. Yes, I probably have become irrelevant in certain circles, no question about it, because I'm not there anymore. So clearly I'm not a thought. Am I missing out on any of the fun? No, because I have more fun doing the things that I'm now doing. By creating the boundaries and saying no for myself to different people, places, and things, I am no longer worried about measuring myself up against people who are not living the life I want. I am no longer worried of missing out on the party, because the party for me is no longer those places. The party for me is everywhere else that I'm going. The fact that I have more time, more money, and more energy to do things that I absolutely love doing. Put me on the couch and give me 2 hours to read. I'm getting lost in information that just helps me as an individual, that creates this knowledge in my brain that makes me feel smarter, because I know I'm becoming smarter, because I'm putting information into my brain that actually matters to me. I have more time because I'm not waking up hungover. I'm not waking up with a fog in my brain and not able to be in public for a couple of hours until I have my pot of coffee. I don't even drink coffee anymore. I do not have a pot of coffee every morning just to feel normal. I go to places and do things for hours that give me such enjoyment that I am on an absolute high even before I get there. And then when I leave there, I feel so proud of myself that I've accomplished something, that I set out a goal, and I don't just keep matching my goal, I keep doing better than my goal. And none of this would have been possible if I didn't learn how to say no and create boundaries, not just for like not letting certain people, places, and things come in, but boundaries for myself I no longer allow myself to go out 7 days a week until 2 in the morning. I no longer allow myself to go out and drink 12 pint glasses of Jack Daniels. I'm not regretting what I did. I absolutely, at that time, the mindset that I had, I loved that. I loved being in the party. I loved it. Like, oh my God, it was so much fun. I used to drag my best friend out as many nights as he was willing to show up, pick me up, or meet me downtown. Loved it. I've never been happier since I made boundaries and made choices in my life to start living more physically and mentally healthier. And those boundaries that I created for myself, as I say many, 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 many times on here, it all started when I decided to look inside myself and figure out what was I doing in life that wasn't pushing me forward into a positive light, or what was I doing in life that wasn't helping me advance in my mental, my physical, emotional, or financial states. I've never been in a better situation before. I completed a job that I did for 5 months, and I had more money in my bank account than I had ever had in the previous probably 4 or 5 years at one time. It was amazing to look at my bank account and see all of that progress. I disciplined myself in so many aspects of my life with my new boundaries that I see mental, physical, and emotional and financial profits on a regular basis. Every day I see myself achieving more of the goals that I have in life. And all I had to do was step away from everything, create these new boundaries, let go of some people, places, and things that were not adding any positive aspects into my life. And I had to start really looking inside of myself and start working every day on becoming the best part of what happens once you learn what boundaries to put up. I'm not saying put up walls and don't let people in. I'm saying look around at the people you are hanging out with. What are they adding to your life? Are they living the life that you want? Really think about that. The people that always give you advice, the people that are, got your best interest at heart and tell you, oh, don't do that, do this. Oh, you're a fool. All that nonsense that you hear all the time. Look at what they're doing every day. Look at how happy or not happy they are. Think about that. Surround yourself. The best boundary ever is surrounding yourself with the people who are living the life you want. And you will start realizing that it's better to be around those people than maybe some of the people you've been hanging out with for years. There are still going to be some of those people that you absolutely adore and that add positivity to your life, and they'll still be there for you when you need them. But you need to focus on who are you going to for advice? Where are you going to spend your time? What do these environments look like? How do they actually make you feel after the fact? When you aren't with them and you go home and think about the day, when you're not out at that place and you come home and think about your day, how are you mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? I was living my heydays in my early 30s, spending a ton of money at the bars every night. I was meeting so many people and having so much fun. How many of those people reach out to me on a regular basis to see how I'm doing now that I've pulled myself away? Now that I've created boundaries, think about this. When you create those boundaries, when you disappear for a little while and work on this and you work on the individual, think about how many people take the time to reach out to you. Who picks up the phone and calls you to say, hey, how you doing today? How's my guy? How's my girl? Who's knocking on your door? Who is interested in seeing how you're doing? You will be so unbelievably shocked at what that result is once you decide to work on yourself. When you have the courage to step out of your comfort zone, let go of the old you, let go of all the people, places, and things that are no longer adding any positivity or forward motion in your life, you're going to see how easy it is to let go of those old pieces. And you will see how much easier it'll start getting after a while, after you put in the work, after you put in the disciplines, after you stay steadfast to the boundaries you have now created. You will start seeing the results, I promise. It may take a little time. It may be scary at first to do it. You might not want to do it. You might not succeed the first time, but just keep trying, keep chiseling at it. And you will, I promise you, get to a better place. If you have any questions about it, if you don't know how to start, where to start making these boundaries, where to start saying no, comment down below. Send me a DM. We can have a conversation one-on-one. Let me know about your life. I will share more with you about my life, and I will help you get to a place where you have boundaries, where you can say no to things, where you can change your life, and where you will see benefits, where your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your financial health will be much better. I want to thank all of you for coming back each and every week here on the Lyfe Choyces podcast. I love that you come here for a moment of time in your day to experience this human experience that we're sharing with you. I'll see everyone back here, right here on the Lyfe Choyces podcast next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Much love, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You are now about
The Journey, Life Choices podcast.